Away from that report, let's do a recap of some of the top legal stories we're tracking.
We begin with the report that the Supreme Court has fixed the 5th of February 2016 for the judgment in an appeal filed by the President of the Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, against his trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal for alleged false declaration of assets. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, who led the 7-man panel to hear the appeal, says it cannot deliver judgment in the case earlier because of the backlog of cases pending before the court. Counsel to Dr. Saraki, Joseph Daudu, SAN, had told the panel that the criminal charge filed against his client by the federal government was incompetent. He also contends that the composition of the Code of Conduct Tribunal must have 3 members and not 2. Counsel to the federal government, Rotimi Jacobs, SAN, has however insisted that the tribunal was properly constituted as 2 members can form a quorum. He asked the court to dismiss the appeal for lack of merit. The federal government has also formally applied for a stay of execution of the court judgment granting the former security advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, leave to travel abroad for medical attention. Lawyer to the federal government, Oladipo Okpesheyi, who says he had just been briefed to take over the case through a fiat of the Attorney General of the Federation, told the court that he has filed the application for stay. He maintained that the government was not disobeying the order of the court granting bail to Colonel Dasuki. The lawyer to the accused person, Mr. Ahmed Raji, has however objected to the hearing of the application for a stay of proceedings. Justice Adeni Ademola has adjourned the case to the 8th of December. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has struck out the suit filed by the APC deputy governorship candidate in the November 21 election in Kogi State. Mr. James Faleke had asked the court to declare him the governor-elect for the elections. He also challenged the pass of the APC to name Yahaya Bello as substitute for late Abubakar Audu. The court cited the lack of jurisdiction to entertain the suit and asked the candidate to approach the Election Petition Tribunal instead. The court also declined to hear a suit filed by the Kogi State Governor, Idris Wada, seeking to be declared winner of the November 21 polls following the death of late Audu. Justice Gabriel Kolawole, who struck out all the suits, says it is his view that where the court does not have affirmative powers to make declaratory orders, it will amount to idle judicial indulgence to proceed with the suit. At the Federal High Court, Lagos, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, arraigned the former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Patrick Akpobulokemi, and 9 others. They were arraigned on a 30-count charge of stealing and laundering about 3.4 billion naira. The EFCC says the charges are contrary to and punishable under the Money Laundering Prohibition Amendment Act of 2012. They, however, all pleaded not guilty to the charges and were granted bail by the court. Justice Saliu Seidu has ordered the accused persons to be remanded at the Ikoyi prisons pending the perfection of their bail terms. He adjourned the case to January the 29th for trial. And we round up from the foreign scene with the report that South African Paralympian Oscar Pistorius will have to return to court to be resentenced. South African Appeals Court overturned the manslaughter charge against him and found him guilty of murder. In arriving at the decision, the court said Pistorius offered no acceptable explanation why he fired 4 shots through a locked bathroom door. The shots killed his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp in February 2013. The minimum sentence for murder in South Africa is 15 years, but the law allows the judges to exercise some discretion in sentencing. Pistorius is currently under house arrest after spending 1 year of his original 5-year sentence in jail.
And away from court cases, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, has vowed to prosecute corrupt judges. Details in this next report.
It is not an ordinary court session as lawyers and stakeholders in the administration of justice converged on the Supreme Court to witness a swearing-in of new High Court judges. One after the other, the judges were sworn in.
That as a judge of the Federal High Court, I will discharge my duty and perform my function honestly, to the best of my ability, and faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
With the swearing-in over, the Chief Justice of Nigeria warned the judges against corruption and unethical practices.
I wish to address the vexed issue of judicial corruption. This is because allegations about corrupt judicial officers and staff now make headlines, news, or on more frequent basis. With each allegation that passes, the need is ever present for the judiciary to address this issue, and I feel it necessary to once again do so.
Some of the newly appointed judges assured Nigerians that their appointment will improve the administration of justice in the country.
I hope by the grace of God I'll be able to cope. I'll put in my best as a judicial officer in my court.
Nigerians, I believe, should respect the best. The judiciary is still the best, and I know that it's a continuum.
A senior advocate of Nigeria enumerated the benefits of the new appointments of new judges.
Well, we expect that the tempo, especially at the Federal High Court, will become enhanced because of increased capacity by the addition of 30 new judges. But beyond the appointment, we also expect government to support the court by the provision of infrastructure that will enable the judges to do their best in service delivery.
The swearing-in of the 30 new Federal High Court judges is expected to improve the administration of justice, such as delay of cases awaiting trial and overcrowded prisons.